Alrighty. What's going on, everybody? My name's Captain Owen Ingham, and I'm here today to talk to you about NautiLearn. So this is my problem statement. So an issue that I've found and that I've talked to some other people and that they've found is that many boaters lack essential knowledge when they're on the water. This can cause to accidents, or this can cause accidents and some serious harm to ourselves and the environment that we love. This is one of my customer personas. It's been someone who loves to spend time on the water. He got his boater's license a long time ago. Isn't really fresh on any rules and regulations just because he took his license exam such a long time ago. Um, and he needs something that is going to provide him with that essential information in a clear, concise way. This is another customer persona, kind of similar, except it's someone that's from out of state. They're just moving to Florida. They want to get into boating, and they want to find a way to learn, these boating rules and regulations in a clear and concise way. Something that's easy to access, easy to look at, easy to learn off of. This is my hypothesis. Mobile app that can eliminate the confusion on the water, uh, to protect others, boaters, and the environment. These are some of my interview results. I was able to get out and talk to some people about it. Uh, pretty straightforward with most of my results. Everyone was saying that there is definitely a lack of a service or an app that provides the rules and regulations when it comes to boating. And most of the rules and regulations are extremely hard to find. You have to dig through a bunch of different websites and can get really, really tricky. And people will end up just not looking for those rules and regulations, which can end up causing accidents. This is my solution. So NautiLearn is a solution. So pretty much what I'm looking to do is develop an app that gives boaters access to all boating rules and regulations, obviously depending on your location. So this is something where you'd have your location on for the app. It would sense where you are and then provide you with rules and regulations. You'd be able to sift through the U.S. Coast Guard rule book and things like that to quickly and easily find information. It would have boats. It would have maps and charts, which are constantly changing. Especially in Florida with hurricanes and things like that. Sand is shifting, so it's gonna have some, maps and charts that are constantly updating. And it's also going to offer a boater safety course that, will eventually help you get your boater's license. How it works, so pretty much it's very simple. It's just going to be a pretty straightforward mobile app that's just going to have all of those boating rules and regulations, all condensed into one place. It's going to have fishing regulations, boating rules and regulations. Then also, like I said earlier, it's gonna have a section where you can go through, do the 8-hour course to get your boater's license. Not sure how or what I'm gonna do with in-app purchases yet, but probably, for some additional resources, there'll be some in-app purchases and then also doing some in-app advertisements. Sales channels, so pretty much just going to be sold in all mobile device app stores, like Apple App Store, the Windows App Store, stuff like that. These are some of the partnerships that I'd look to do. So Florida Fish and Wildlife currently does have an app, but through my interviews, talking to people, it's not a very useful app. Pretty much all it's good for is pulling up your fishing license. So that would be a great place to partner with. Make sure that they're on board with it. I can have access to a bunch of their information, and you put that all on my app. Same thing with the United States Coast Guard and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Those would just be two more great resources that I feel like would be very interested in backing up an app like this, obviously, just because it promotes, safety and sustainability on the water. Resources, partnerships are going to be a key resource. Like I said, there's 3 partnerships are going to be 3, super impactful things that will make or break this business. Tech savvy entrepreneur who can help build and code the software is also going to be something that I'm really going to need. Just because I'm not the most tech savvy I'm not the most tech savvy person myself. I do have the knowledge, but about the boating and all of that stuff, but I unfortunately do not have the knowledge to build and code an entire app. Cost structure. So generally app development, if I'm going to be paying a developer, it's going to be around $25,000 to, get this app fully up and running. With the increasing use of AI and Professor Bull, I may be able to lower that and do some of it on my own. Just because, if I could lower that initial cost, it would be a huge help to me. Oops. Critical factors, like I said, partnerships are going to be the most critical factor to me. Making sure I can establish those partnerships, making sure I can have access to all of that information, and being something that's backed by the Coast Guard, by FWC, and by NOAA. Would just add a lot of would make my app seem very trustworthy, give me a lot of credibility. Overall recommendation, I do believe this idea is extremely feasible, but I do not think that it's something that I will be going forward with in the future. But I think that it is a great idea, and me personally, as a boater and as a captain, it's something that I would definitely use on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching.